There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again. And then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
A lot of people look at us as robots or just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing, controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe. Let go of everything. Let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love, all of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former intern's tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
Yeah, you said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch. This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Monday edition of a 2022 in the year of St. Javelin. I'm your host, broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. This 12 December, last one before we take a break. And then, of course, we have Tuesday. We have thank you, Ice Cube. I appreciate you on the. I don't know. We get to play his music. Yeah. Thanks, YouTube, Ice Cube. Yeah.
Break 'em off some.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just pumped up. I like getting good news like that. Nothing wrong with that. So, happy birthday, Heath, on this Saturday. I know I'll probably be able to say it again. I'm going to keep punching it in there. You know, I always make it a point. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you know, keep in contact with your friends and all your veteran pals and all that. Oh, I forgot to put my phone on silent. Hang on. I make it a point every day, every time I see a birthday on some sort of social media platform or any, I will make it a point to say happy birthday. It's my own rule. I encourage everybody to do the same because, you know, there's some days where you're just kind of feeling down and you don't get that response. You don't get that email or message or text on your birthday. And it's so cool just to, and it's, you know, for me too, when you see your friends and all that stuff, they get reminded by Facebook, hey, it's somebody's birthday. And then you respond. So it's good to get that little pick me up. And so I think I always, if you're all following me or I follow you on social media, I know it's your birthday, I'm going to say happy birthday. So anyways, I just want to say congrats to the Black Knights of West Point for winning. Oh, my Navy. Oh. If you guys didn't tune into the pregame tailgate show with myself and Colonel Daniel Blackman, the DCO of Fort Sill Fires a Center of Excellence. It was a great show. Real quick. It was a real quick event. It was a real quick on the spot. He just, me and him just kind of like, you know, shot the shit, asked how each other were doing. And then he said, oh man, hey, I could be your guy on the ground. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We should do this and we should do that. Or we could do that and we could do this. And I appreciate the team from Legacies Alive to come on and talk about their nonprofit organization and dealing with Gold Star families. And a shout out again to Colonel Blackman. He again, that was just spur of the moment. It was on a Saturday show. We just blasted it out, and yeah, we were having some comms issues, but we are pushing our tech to give you, the WTF Nation, the best in on the ground broadcast / guest the host. So we tested out some tech, and it aside from a couple of red leg issues, we pulled it off. It was a great. So again, just a lot of concepts involved in the whole thing, and I'm glad we're able to do some of the cowboy planning into this. But again, let's go back to the game and the memes. So if you guys didn't watch the game, I kind of was keeping my eye on it and looking at the game, you know, back and forth, and I'm like, okay, let's see how this game goes. And normally what I do is I don't really at all, like, you know, when it comes to most football games, I don't like to just like, I don't know, just start blabbing and tweeting, because football game. See, being a Raiders fan, and being an Army Black Knights fan, it's a there's suffrage going on. I'm not a bandwagon jumper, so you're never gonna see me jump to the Cowboys or the any other team. Always been a Raiders fan. I'm conflicted right now due to the fact that the Raiders have moved from 3 different locations, and then they moved out of state to where I remember being a fan from. And now they're on Las Vegas. I'm not hunting for a new team, Raiders. I'm just saying. Some WTF Nation Radio swag, with the Raider stuff on it would be kind of cool. I'm just saying. But anyways, so the Army beat the Navy 20-17. And it was hard fought. It was just a okay. Look, in the first half, Navy defense was pretty good. I'm just gonna say right now, Navy defense was on point. Navy defense was on. They were like they were on the Army team like mold on Army barracks. It was the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, that too. Lost. Man, it was tough. I was like, man, there's no way. Our offense was just hard. It was just frustrating. I don't want to go over the blow by blow because we have other news to talk about. But damn, man, did I wanted to see? It was back and forth. A lot of incomplete passes. But it wasn't until the last quarter. Once we went into the last quarter, holy crap. And I'll say we. Yeah, the mold finally got them. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was, Heather. You're right. It was the mold that was from, because I wonder if West Point has mold issues. And it was probably the mold, and all that stuff, and it just clung on to the Navy defense and Navy offense, and it made them fumble. It sprinkled fumble dust onto them. So anyways, the game was pretty good. So towards the end, there was a fumble, and it was so close. It was freaking, close. People say that it wasn't a fumble. It was a touchdown. Individuals were complaining, saying that it was, no, this couldn't happen. And really, I'm gonna throw you some highlights real quick, some of this stuff. And it was that Navy. So it was Navy asbestos against Army mold. Maybe that should be the like, instead of the Turkey Bowl team, or instead of like against the Joes and the NCOs, they should call that. They should call that the Asbestos Bowl, or the Navy asbestos versus the Army mold. Yeah, that would be funny. Let me look at it right quick, because it was freaking hilarious. Not hilarious, but it was just amazing scene. Well, first off, mold versus asbestos. So let me throw some pics of our guest that joined us. Let me get so here's some on the ground coverage of awesome. Let me get some game highlights here. I just want to make sure I'm not posting up the DMs I'm not supposed to be posting. It'll be bad. So I just want to double check. All right, triple double check, because what I don't want to do is I want to make sure all of our blow by blow stuff is going on. So, all right, you guys remember how mold definitely beat asbestos, is right. So as the game was going on, this was some of the pics that Colonel Blackman posted out with him and his family. And remember, he said he had to leave because he had to go talk to his kid, and there we go. His kid had to meet, had to be. There were certain hit times that he had to meet. So there it is. There's some of the other pics that he had on there. I told him, hey, just send us some pics. Oops, I'm sorry. Did I mess that up? God, I messed it up, didn't I? I'm like fat thumbing it and all that stuff. The announcer said at the start of overtime, yeah, exactly. It was the JP8 in their water supply. Let me put this back up here. Because these are some fun. So we kind of trolled. I'm sorry, we kind of trolled the Navy a little bit too. So there we go. So it took overtime to decide, and I'll just real recap. It took overtime to decide the Army-Navy game for the first time in its 123rd year history of the Classic Clash. The Army beats Navy 2017 in double overtime, the first overtime game in series history. And there was a comment that we posted on there, and we got some giggles. Kevin Hart up in the middle for a 6-yard gain. Oh, wait, that's Tyler. Excellent game tonight for sure. So we were wondering, like, who was the, I mean, damn, they don't make them. That way they were playing against football players, but again, they're cadets. So again, there's some dad joke humor in there. Let's see, where's the other one in here? I wanted to show the picture of that because we were in the chat just going back and forth and just posting a bunch of highlights. I'm trying to find the oh so close and so it was like basically he fumbled it at the zero, it was like 0.5 yard line, and so now everyone's like, oh dude. So then the Army, of course, had to do a, if we had the sports bar, do some analysis, then maybe we'll have to wait till that. So let me pull some memes up. Let me pull up some pics. They didn't want to make a toddler cripple. Oof, so mean. All right, so let me just throw up a couple of highlight pictures of just basically the hits that the Army was taking. These guys were taking some. There's the grab on the jersey right there. I mean, that right there, everyone started saying, "Hey, come on, ref, what's going on? How come you're not all the calls? I think and all the flags I felt were fair. Even some of my Navy comrades and colleagues said the same thing. It was fair. Some of these are fair. And then of course, when it went into overtime at 1 minute and 53 seconds into the left in the fourth quarter, then that's where you could see the Army. That's a good one. So that's the unofficial team. The Army burn pits versus the Navy contaminated water supply. There we go. So there it was, tied 10-10. I'm trying to. There we go. Sacks left and right. So there's a sack right there. Bam! There's a couple of helmet-to-helmet hits. Everyone was saying that it's targeting. The way I see it, sometimes the way football is played nowadays. Gosh darn it! Here we go again. The way the game's played nowadays, you can't soften the game. If the game is I don't know, you're gonna have contact to contact like that. You're gonna have inadvertent hits. I don't know if that was a deliberate helmet to helmet hit, but and then of course they kick the field goal at the end, and then here comes the hang on, there we go. Here comes the right there, and it was good. And then number 34 from the Navy. He was the guy that fumbled the ball towards the end. Number 34, dude, lost it. I mean, he was an emotional wreck. People were starting to ask if number 34 was okay. Are you okay? I mean, he was visibly distraught. Now, imagine once he graduates the academy and he goes to his unit, and people are going to remember, hey, they're going to see like his jersey number on the wall or something like that. And they're going to go, hey, weren't you the guy that fumbled the game during the Army Navy game? Apparently there's a tradition with fighter pilots that once they get their call signs by a mistake or something that they've done. So I said that more than likely his name will probably be Fumble. Should he become a naval aviator? But again, that was just me. So that means, let me see where the guy, yeah, he's a life. Exactly, Josh, a lifer right there. So there were some memes that came out, and they were pretty freaking hilarious. Hang on, let me see one meme here. Let me look at one meme. Okay. He's going to get the Iran treatment. Grunts Gaming Network, of course, posted some memes and fucking hilarious. So here's Grunts Gaming Network's contribution to the meme warfare. You can currently see them right now on the timeline about an hour before our show. When you lose the match, you still have to say good game. The face of defeat. I like these. Self-explanatory. Making your Navy friends watch the final minutes of the game after they fumble a potential game-winning touchdown. When you go to bed after losing a competitive game. Okay, I'm gonna have to self-admit right now. I did not know what comp meant. I had to ask the kids in my I speak several languages, and one of them is speaking to the Utes. And they had to break it down to me old man style on what comp meant. I'm like, what does comp mean? And so that's what it is. Did they lose their Blockbuster cars yet? Here's the image of the fumble. This one right here was, oh, hang on. Here we go. Damn. This one was pretty fucking savage. I saw this one, like, oh, damn. Y'all want to see a dead body. So, and its savageness, hey, I'll admit it right now that I don't feel sorry for any of the games that anybody who wins or loses, just the way the game is. It sucks. And that the fact that you God, you've not lived until you break down in the barracks room just like that, knowing full well you got 3 years left in your contract. Yeah, man. So that was some of the highlights. Again, you can see it on the timeline. I mean, obviously, I'm not a sportscaster. I'm not very up on the sports stuff, and I can't give you guys a blow-by-blow. But, you know, that's just the way it is. I can give you, though, some of the breaking news that has happened today. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but there was a shooting incident on Fort Stewart. And it appears that there was a soldier that was killed. So, sergeant killed. This is reported from Davis Winkie from Army Times. Army non-commissioned officer was shot and killed by a fellow soldier Monday morning at Fort Stewart, Georgia, in a building complex belonging to the 3rd Infantry Division, 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team. The shooting happened shortly before 10 a.m., and according to Fort Stewart's Garrison Communications Chief Kevin Larson. Law enforcement arrived at 10:04 in the building complex and took the gunman into custody. And there was no active threat. It happened that fast. It happened so fast that by the time we were notified on U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, it had already the suspect was already taken into custody. So it was that quick. The brigade's top NCO, Command Sergeant Major Jamie Lopez, gathered the troops, or Jaime. I don't want to mispronounce. Gathered the troops in the impacted battalion and addressed early Monday afternoon. The Army Times is withholding the specific unit until after officials have completed death notifications to the deceased family members. That's normal. I know there's individuals out there that like to clout chase and like to post units. Hey, I heard it was this. I heard it was that. They're just some nosy, busybodies that like to get in people's businesses and shit and like to be the first one. Well, I know what happened and that's just not the way we roll. So we'll let the notification process happen. CSM told the formation the suspect was a soldier who brought a weapon into the unit building and shot an NCO. According to a soldier from the battalion who described the announcement in Army Times, it's not clear whether the suspect intended to shoot additional troops. Fort Stewart officials confirmed that the emergency medics were sent to the scene to treat the shooting victim, but the victim died in the incident. The dead soldier's identity has not been released, of course, again, due to pending notification of their family, and no information of the identity of the shooting suspect has been released yet either. And the spokesman did say that the investigation is ongoing. So the 2nd ABCT was briefly locked down and during the incident, and the two soldiers assigned to the 2nd ABCT told Army Times they did not receive messages from the post emergencies alert system, instead of learning through panic messages through colleagues and group chats. So there you go. If you guys don't know where Fort Stewart at, it's in Georgia. So again, everyone of course likes to armchair quarterback the whole thing. I'm not. It sucks. It sounds like it does, and seeing the comments here, it looks like it was personal. I think it was personal. I'm not confirming or nothing. I think it was personal. So again, once the details are released, we'll wait and see. Anyways, that's sad. So we don't know, Heather. We don't know. That's speculation until we find out what happened. It could be a myriad of things. So let's see, what was the next thing we're going to talk about? Yeah, all you could do is come up with hypotheticals, man. And what's sad is that you can make a ton of hypotheticals just reading the timelines and reading social media. Reading some of the posts that we post on WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments. A myriad of situations. There is a story here. Excuse me. There is a story that I wanted to talk about. There's another one from Task and Purpose. 5 hospitalized at U.S. Army base in Germany after World War II era bomb leak. So again, those are your real quick news. Our military news. I know Monday edition we always talk about politics and stuff like that, or we talk about current news, not Army. But I thought I'd go ahead and release those two things. And let's see. There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Oh. Well, or where in the F was the MPs or any security? Well, I don't know. Usually incidences like this happen within like I said, it happened within the post. Person was cleared. Probably a routine check probably would have probably stopped the person from, if they had a pistol, or searched their vehicle. But again, with so many thousands of vehicles going through the gates, who knows if it had been caught or not. All right, real quick, let's talk about Elon Musk. If you guys don't know what happened with Elon, he's released there's been Twitter files. And they're already on part 5. The part 5 of Twitter files. And it's basically all the internal communiques and communications of the teams and specific interviews with individuals from those who worked at Twitter or reporters that Elon has provided to. So right now they're on part 5. And there's some things that are highlighted on there that has my eyes just a tad. It's got a huge what the fuck on some of this stuff. There was also the part 5 is the removal of President Trump from Twitter. Man, I'm not going to go through every single one because it's like a 35, 40 part thread on Twitter. Which, by the way, today, if you have a browser, you can log into Twitter and get that blue check or whatever check you want to call it. And if you have the app, and then you could do it through there. However, please manage your account. I'm not speaking for Twitter. I'm just saying I'm kind of on the fence about getting that blue check, so that way I can post some fire memes and some fire videos on there at 1080p. I'm thinking about it. So, anyways, more. Do I need? Oh boy, yeah, I need a parachute for that. I'm glad you said that, Baconator. Dude, check this out. Do you want to see something too? I'm glad I need. Look what he tweeted out, dude. Look what he tweeted out. This is what Elon tweeted out. of course, using the WTF Nation Radio's holding up for here. I mean a pink. You want a pink check mark? Well, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, if you want a pink one, look what he tweeted out this time. He's like, what was that? Looks like earlier today, or just this evening. Follow the rabbit, man. That's like freaking Matrix shit. So some of the things in here, let's see. And of course, he tweeted this meme out because he announced the death of bots. Purple check. Did you know there's a yellow check? I saw that right before we went online. Right before we went on air, I saw a yellow check. And that yellow check belonged to, let me highlight that one. So if you guys don't know what the little check thingies or something like that, I'm thinking, because we didn't get no legend of what the different colors and stuff. Yeah, like Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, follow the rabbit. Yeah, we talking LSD and shrooms, and we're talking about psilocybin. What was psilocybin? Mushrooms, magic mushrooms. Who knows? Hang on, let me see. So here's the one that I found for the Call of Duty. The Call of Duty account. Because as you know right now, currently, our gamers, Grunts Gaming Network, they're playing Call of Duty right now on the WTF Nation timeline. And look at that. You see, there's a yellow one. So I think they're starting to drop the different colors of what means. So this right here, if you click on this little cauliflower with a check in it, it says it's a verified account. Because this is an official business on Twitter. So I'm sure there's going to be the same for government. I'm sure there's going to be the same for different accounts. So everyone's going nuts. Hey, what's up, Spanky? Let me know when I get the pink check. You want a pink check, Spanky? Is that what, are you playing around? Do you still have access to the page, Spanky? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? You busy? You want to call? Shoot the shit. Phone lines are open. Be a fake. Be like Eli Lilly. Be fake. Tweet about insulin. Yeah, exactly. One pill makes you larger. One pill, yeah, and the one that mothers give you doesn't do anything else. So again, there's the verified account. Now there's individuals that are pissed off now because Elon said that he was going to remove the legacy, the legacy. How do I say that? The legacy check marks. There were some check marks that he said that he was going to remove. One of them was legacy, which means I guess you had a specific way you had to get verified, and then you could get it. Well, I myself, once I became public, I wanted to do that, because it's me. I wanted to put myself out there, get verified. They said that I didn't meet any specific requirements. Well, that's because that napalm is nice, yeah. I guess I didn't meet any blue check. I guess I had to pass through some sort of virtue card or something like that. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But Elon did tweet out that he was going to get rid of the legacy methods of verification. So there you go. The one he's really making everybody go nuts about is his pronouns are prosecute Fauci. I want to check. So here's an example of what I was talking about, the different colors of. There we go. Let me open that up right there. So here's SpaceX. You look at SpaceX, there's another business because it's a business. There's Tim Cook. That's the dude from Apple. This is a legacy verified account. It may or may not be notable. I don't know, the guy who was in charge of Apple may not be notable. You're watching from the Philippines? Man, that was quick. As soon as we started talking about Alice in Wonderland popped up. And then here's NASA. Here's their blue check. Again, verified account. Again, I have a feeling that there's going to be different colors for this one. Different ones. So we're watching you, Alice in Wonderland. What kind of account are you? As a matter of fact, we're gonna change screens here and see what do you look. Let's see what Alice in Wonderland is. He's the one talking about this. Guys, stop sending me memes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Twitter blue account, those verified accounts are now verified via the. And I'll show you how it works. No. So. Oh, some accounts don't have it. Some accounts do. Well, guess what? WTF Nation Radio. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. Phew. I was about to say, man, that freaked me out. All right, there we go. Let me show you right here. So this is what it looks like. Again, I'm not being paid for, endorsed by anything that has to do with Twitter. I'm just showing you guys this right here, and because everyone should have a Twitter account. Everyone should have a Twitter account because that way you can see your leaders act the fool and then try to bust you for acting the fool on Facebook. This is where they act a fool elsewhere, and this is what Twitter looks like on the Twitter blue. So there it is. By clicking subscribe, you agree to purchase the terms and agreement service. Subscriptions auto-renew until canceled, as described in the terms. You can only subscribe on iOS and the website at this time, so at the browser. If you subscribe to another platform, manage your subscription through that platform. A verified phone number is required to subscribe. So this is what you're supposed to get. The rocket top to the replies of the search. See half the ads. Post longer videos. This right here is what I'm talking about. The post longer video side. Get early access and then edit tweet, NFT profile pictures, and then the 1080p video upload. And $8. If you use the app, it's $11. So I would say that you use that and then use the app. Does that make sense? So that way you don't have to go through the process. That'd probably be cheaper. But at any rate, I just want to go on there to shit talk. Mill Twitter is how you get shit done. I tell people all the time, take your complaining there. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. Yes and no. Mill Twitter had its own version of its own shadow banning or whatever. They would work their magic to try to get people banned as well for opinions that they didn't like either. So I'm just saying. 10 videos of 10 hours of mayonnaise slapping sounds. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to get a blue check mark so I can talk shit to the new SMA before setting up my grid coordinates. He'll kick your ass. The new SMA will kick your ass. He likes to fight. Just saying. Former Delta operator. Just saying. Likes to fight. He will fight you. I'm just kidding. Oh, I appreciate it, dude. God. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Baconator. Someone's trying to make up their $44 billion. I think he's going to make it up. Everyone likes to doubt. Nobody likes innovation if it's not their idea. So what was the other thing I wanted to talk about that? Mill Twitter is fun, but Mill Reddit is the true dumpster. See, that's the thing about Mill Twitter. The term Mill Twitter. If you were in the military or a veteran, you're part of Mill Twitter. But apparently there's a different mindset. Oops, sorry. Shit, I hear bubbling my mic. There's a different mindset of what Mill Twitter is. Because there's Mill Twitter, NatSec Twitter, Goon Twitter, Soft Twitter, Mexican Twitter, Latino Twitter, Black Twitter. There's so many different types of Twitter. Mill Twitter is it's the, I guess you would say it's the mainstream mentality of the Army, right? It's Mill Twitter, mainstream accounts. I guess you could say we're Mill Twitter because we are affiliated with veterans and we have members of the military that are admins, right? And then there's Goon Twitter, which is normally the soft / different set of mentality that Mill Twitter would have. But even though Goon Twitter is Goon Twitter is part of Mill Twitter if you look at it from an outside Twitter's views of eyes from civilian Twitter. Does that make sense? So, órale. What's up, chocolate? So it's kind of like a weird dynamic. It's like so many circles, Venn diagram like that. Mill Twitter is also, goons are probably the part of the Mill Twitter. And the Mill Twitter and there's like two mindsets of Mill Twitter. There's the whiny, cryny, crying mill Twitter, and then there's just like normal mill Twitter, and then there's like mill Twitter that's like strategic and writers and historians and doctrine people, and that's mill Twitter. So it's really, I just kind of sit there and say I didn't know there was different mills. So I kind of talk shit on all Twitter. Does that make sense? Just talk shit on all Twitter. I actually find myself more in the goon Twitter circles due to the fact that I've, some of the individuals that I've served with in the special operations community and combat arms individuals. And then you have PAO Twitter. That's different. PAO mill Twitter is let me start. Oh, God. Heather, why'd you have to talk about PAO Twitter? Woo! Hey, Chocolate. Mira, right there with me to talk about the PAO side of mill Twitter. I don't know what's going on with PAO mill Twitter lately. They seem to be more better than Cav. Exactly. They seem to be more guarded. All I know is that there's more, how do I say this? There's more back and forth in PAO Twitter, but they don't. It's like I wish PAO Twitter would be active as more like PAOs at their units instead of being PAO Twitter. If PAO Twitter would actually do PAO with their units instead of PAOing on Twitter, then probably the PAO community would get a better look to it. Does that make sense? Cav Twitter is annoying as fuck. Spurs, Stetsons, gold Spurs and silver Spurs, which I didn't know. I was learnt upon that. The difference between gold and silver Spurs and the Stetson stuff. No, actually, Cav Twitter's pretty funny. I shit talk. I shit talk that. And then there's Tank Twitter. Yeah, exactly. Tank Twitter. Tank Twitter. I'll have to say Tank Twitter. I think Tank Twitter is funny. I like Tank Twitter. Only because I'm biased again, because if you guys didn't see me wearing all my 1st Armor Division accoutrements, I'm sorry, I'm partial to Tank Twitter only because I've served in an armored division, and I feel I don't know, just some of the stuff with Tank Twitter. Have I not had run-ins with some members of the tanking community? Of course I have. However, there's some cringe on sometimes with Tank Twitter. Some cringe, not all cringe, just some cringe. A lot of fighting with the reserve Twitter, fighting with active Twitter, and I'm just like, there's like some military academia Twitter is annoying as fuck as well. Holding their fucking, the enlisteds are acting up again. Or we have pretentious Twitter that just likes to talk shit about, I don't like that person because I don't like that person and they're a dumb fuck. And then we'll tweet that. Again, these are your leaders. Don't go to Facebook, go to Twitter. You want to, woo, man. Twitter. The Armor Major, is that you're talking about the Armor Major of on Fort Benning? Dude is pumped about being a tanker on Fort Benning when he was, during his time there. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Red Leg Twitter. Come on, we just had Colonel Daniel Blackman on WTF Nation Radio. Come on, we got a lot of red legs going on. Fuck Red Leg. We got our red leg too. So enlisted versus officer Twitter's fun too. There's always there's the Twitter. There was even the back and forth drama of why the enlisted should give a fuck. On Twitter, of course, Mill Twitter. There's Mill Twitter infighting between West Point Twitter and enlisted Twitter, and why should anybody care about the Army-Navy game? Which you guys know I've already told you my piece about it. I mean, these are our kids. Yeah, these are our future leaders. So let's put it this way. I'll settle it right now. Do I being in an army? No, I said I was assigned to the 1st Armored Division. I was not a tanker. I was a senior PSYOP. I was the senior PSYOP sergeant at 1st Armored Division, so it was kind of weird seeing that dynamic. I would see myself in funny to watch these guys go to the field, and Xboxes, tough boxes, and all that, and bustle racks and all that, and I was asked, Sergeant Ramos, why do you have this? Why have what? You only have 2 bags. You only have a ruck, and then you have your aviator kit bag. That's your like A bag. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's all I need for a trip to Hohenfels, or that everyone had tap boxes. Oh, chocolate. Now you're hating because you found out I'm a PSYOP guy? Shit, come on, dude. Really? Are you giving me hate? Or are you just busting balls? Is there enlisted versus NCO Twitter? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I like this introduction of. Explains a lot. Gotcha. Okay. Go onto Twitter. Get a Twitter account. Find the individual that you served with or have served with, and then see if they have a Twitter account. And I guarantee it. How they act at their unit and how they are on Twitter. Woo, buddy. Yeah, there's gear versus no gear Twitter. There's gun Twitter. There's like I said, I normally hang out with a goon. I'm kind of like I swim around the different rivers and deltas of mill Twitter, goon Twitter, gun Twitter, Latino Twitter, black Twitter, and then entertainment Twitter, movie Twitter, NatSec Twitter. Or am I? Yeah, exactly that. Those damn gay frogs. So go to get a Twitter account. See for yourself. You'll see it. You will see absolute shit shows and apoplectic shit fits when individuals go nuts. When you say something on Twitter that is your right to say whatever, and when they want to hunt you down and say this person needs to get dragged. Who is this person's first sergeant? Like you have no right to speak. Yeah, there will be individuals like that. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's fun. Honestly, mill Twitter is everybody. I just think like mill Twitter is just a big blob of everybody. And then there's like little shootouts and stuff like that. So just taxation is that Twitter. Yeah, there is that too. Yep. You have libertarian Twitter. Man, it's always fun watching everybody go back and forth. There's like angry left Twitter, angry right Twitter. There's MAGA Twitter. And oh man, it's fucking hilarious. I love it. Again, I'm a PSYOP guy. I feed off of shit like that. I enjoy looking at things you're not supposed to technically look at. Dumpster fires, train wrecks, cleavage, the sun, shit like that. So real story from OIF, there was Kuwait SMA Chandler was my squadron CSM and a porter shooter. Somebody scribe with a Sharpie Star Major. Chandler tongue punches the stank star. Bad 2 weeks. There's 3 Cletus Twitter. You know what? Yeah. Target rich environment. If you want to get yourself right now, verified. Now, there's individuals that like to talk shit about having anonymous accounts, like Dr. Jordan Peterson. He doesn't like anonymous accounts. However, I think the voice of individuals that are normally not heard will bring attention to leadership in the Army. I appreciate them coming from anonymous accounts. I was anonymous at one time. You guys remember I used to broadcast with nothing, just a slide. You'd see a picture up. That'd be nothing. Wouldn't show my face. There's some individuals that don't like being called out and say it with your full chest. Say it. Don't be anonymous. So for what? Are you pissed off that the information that account was accurate? Or are you pissed off because you just want to be a dick and find out who they are? That's the way it works. Boneless Nachos Twitter. Yes, there is even arguments about boneless wings. I love it. B-Dubs Twitter. Yes, there is. That's fucking funny, man. It is a world. It is a world that you just cannot trip out on. If you thought clout was bad on Instagram, whew, man. Taco Bell Twitter, yep. There's the Twitter that pisses me off right now, that gets mad at me is the Latinx Twitter. They get mad at me because I said Latinx is a slur and it isn't a real thing. Man, the Latinx community, the groups who like to identify as Latinx, Latinx, it's a slur. There's no fucking such thing as Latinx. Wendy's is fucking savage. As a matter of fact, let's look at Wendy's. As a matter of fact, since I didn't mean to get on a Twitter rampage. Oh shit, we gotta take a break. I tell you what, let's take a break right quick, and we'll discuss more Twitters. And I have a final topic to talk about. And hopefully you have remained. And this is a topic that has been in my DMs, that's been all over the news, that's been over the weekend. And I have to talk about it. Once I talk about it, I'm going to talk about it's talking about standards, what you should and shouldn't wear in uniform. So with that, We'll be right back. Shots.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Nothing feels the same. Left it all behind.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Anything or anything that what we already see in the what you've already seen in the chats or social media account. And I did bring up the fact that there are individuals that do like to be the first of the first and like to be that fucking first person to, especially the spouses groups are the fucking worst ones. I'll say it. Fucking spouses groups are the worst ones. Bunch of rumor mongering motherfuckers in there. I'll say it. Yeah, I'll say it. Yeah, I said it. What's up? What's next? Or whatever Snoop Dogg says. So, why do we give a fuck about football? Because currently, I can't wait for 2023 to come up. New shows coming up. We're gonna have a sports show coming up. We're gonna have a different. Yeah, they do live for it. Actually, they do. The only piece of affirmation they're ever gonna have in their fucking lives sometimes. But you're right, they do. We're also gonna have a different version of Sergeant's Time. It's not gonna be Sergeant's Time though. It's for the Joes. These is like some smoke pick stuff. So any of the things that spouses groups talk about will probably going to be on this show. We're going to be back to broadcasting to 7 days a week as opposed to the 4 that we have right now. So right now we're going to be going 6 days a week, and then we're going to be going eventually up to 7 days a week again. And pew, we're going to have, can't wait. So excited. All the hard work that the team's putting in. I really appreciate everybody. Careful. Some spouses sometimes are repeating information from their husbands. That's not the problem. And that's the PAO's approved. No, that is the problem, Heather, because, sometimes when I'm speaking to somebody who I'm close to or intimate with, I expect that to be protected information, like, between me and the person I'm close to. I don't expect it to go out into the rumor mongering mill, or did you know so-and-so said this and her husband or her boyfriend said that? Sometimes, yeah. Nah. I don't believe in that shit. Poke is a swamp. That is a Dependa's natural environment. Is a Dependa used in a bad way or in a good way? I know individuals that take pride in being called a Dependa. I can be a Dependa now. Or is it because when you add the dependopotamus stuff at the end of it, then it becomes a slur? That sounds like a him or her problem. No, that's being fucking nosy is what it is. That's being nosy. That's being nosy and fucking try. If I tell somebody something that's between me and them, and it gets gets thrown out there, and I have told nobody else but the person that I'm intimate with, and that individual goes out, man or woman, and says some shit when I told them to shut the fuck about it, that's a breach of trust. It's like Jaws, exactly. So, potamus is a thing that changes the meaning. Okay, gotcha. It's not nosy. It's her trying to be first in the fight to what? Like, mind your business. That's my biggest thing. You can't, it's because I want to be involved and I'm not being told. No. So, I'll go back to that point a little bit later. Because we're gonna cover some military news. Did somebody fucking call? I didn't hear. I thought I saw. Okay, hang on. Somebody call? Shit, what was the? Did I go take a break? I hope you die. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, I guess not. So, what was I going to talk about before fucking, I got sidetracked by the potamus, the Dependopotamus and Mill Twitter and Goon Twitter and whatever Twitter. Being first in the know. Yes, Chocolate, we did talk about it earlier, but go back to what I was saying. I caution individuals to not be the first to know to get the information out, because I heard you can shit talk and rumor monger after the information's been released on the identities of the individual afterwards, unless somebody has specific details, suicide notes or whatever. Sometimes shut the fuck up sometimes is the best policy. Okay. Yes, I am going to bring this to my attention. I'm bringing it to attention. I'm going to bring it up today, and then I'm going to bring it up on Sergeant's Time. There is a picture that's been going around about an individual wearing his uniform and what looks like to be an official photo. But he also has a dog mask on. Yes, I'm gonna fucking we're NCOs, right? We're leaders, individuals. Listen to this podcast and listen to the stations and listen to our shows. We are all veterans. We're all NCOs, pretty much NCOs and senior specialists and stuff like that. We all know what right looks like. But posing in uniform with a dog mask to me, and I'm going to show the image. Yes, this is not an adult. This is not a fucking adulterated pic. This is not a fucking picture that is fake, photoshopped, or anything. It's legit. Look, I'll let you find out the details about this on your own. Okay, I will. I'll let you find out the whole details on your own. And apparently, there's some arguing back and forth about if it's allowed or whatever, and you are shaming a specific group in doing so. It's not the fucking case, okay? It is not the case. I was attacked because I talked about it, and I had said specifically that that's fucking wrong. And I was told I was being a bigot. The person deleted their messages and deleted their tweets and posts and stuff like that. And screenshots because I told them I was going to blast that ass. A dog. Is that a dad joke right there? Dog face soldier? Dad joke snort? Everyone likes to talk about specific things that people do in their groups in their own time. I'm all for it. I literally am all for it. Do what the fuck you want to do in your personal time. Do what you fucking want to do in your personal time. Yeah, it is. It's fucking real. It happened. It was real. I mean, it is. This is, again, all you have to do is look up dog, whatever. That's not third ID. That's not third ID. Okay, that individual is not assigned a third ID. I'd stop throwing the comments. I know you guys are making the jokes in there. My point being is that it's not acceptable to do that shit in fucking uniform. It is not bigoted. It is not in any way, shape, or fucking form diming out a fucking specific group. But fuck that. You don't sexualize a uniform. Because and I said this before, where is the line drawn for this shit? Okay? Because you don't want to offend a specific group that everyone tiptoes around because this individual is part of the LGBTQI plus community. So because we don't want to do an on-the-spot correction is the line that's being fucking moved because we don't want to offend any group because of it. I say, fuck that. You don't disrespect the uniform. Because that line, again, gets moved and moved and moved. When everybody knows it's fucking wrong as fuck. It's wrong as hell. You don't wear that shit. You don't adulterate the uniform to meet your specific cause. That's like going to a political rally in fucking uniform. You don't see me wearing a fucking sombrero in my fucking... maybe I should. Maybe I should. What would happen if I was wearing a sombrero? Or I was wearing a fucking American flag over my uniform and shit like that? What happens if I did that? Where was this NCO? Yeah, you're waiting like that. So again, individuals are slowly moving that line. They're graying that line when they know it's fucking wrong because it's specific to a group. It literally is to a fucking like dog kink thing, right? It's the alteration of the uniform and sexualizing the uniform with any sexual innuendo to it. Why even have a fucking sharp policy if you're not going to enforce that shit? There has been statements saying that this individual used to have the dog mask in his fucking office. Finding out through more rabbit hole digging, you will find out that shit fucking That's prominent in the look, in certain circles of the military, by yourself, hey, do what the fuck you want. It's not fucking kink shaming, okay? At all. It's a uniform correction. That's what it is. If I see you wearing a fucking dog mask in uniform, I'm not fucking telling you because you think I'm a bigot. I'm telling you to take that fucking dog mask out of your fucking uniform. People are afraid of making that fucking correction because they're afraid of being called a bigot by different communities. Fuck that. Do you know where I got most of this information from? My LGBTQI plus friends, people that I know. They even said, what the fuck is this? Everyone can fuck off about that shit when you say, oh, it's being a bigot. Ugh. I even tweeted out myself. I saw this. Hey, I don't mind jumping in with both feet. Feet knees together, proper body position and exit. Count. Sometimes I don't count. I said, love is love. Who you love is between you and another, or a few, if you roll that way, to include sexual kinks as well. Be free. Consensual, of course. But just keep the fucking sex masks and any other type that shit off the fucking uniform. Seeing junior NCOs and junior officers involved with this too is fucked up. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Because then everyone at what point, what next is going to be acceptable? You know, back in the day, I couldn't keep a fucking Maxim magazine in the fucking team room because it was sexualizing individuals and it was sexualizing the uniform. We always call people out. When we see women, men wearing the fucking uniform all in you're sexualizing the uniform. I'd have been busted for fucking sharp. Everyone said the same. Everyone's agreeing with me too on this. Had this been this, mind you now, real quick, let me just let me go back to what I fucking just told you about. Look at the fucking rank. One more time. A full bird colonel, okay? That's my stance on it. There you go. Everyone wanted to know what WTF Nation Radio, U.S. Army, WTF Woman's take was on it. That's it. Love is love. Love who you want, but keep the fucking sexual kinks off the fucking uniform. What about re-enlistment pictures? Man, shut the fuck up. Yeah, re-enlistment pictures, you're not wearing ball gags. I don't see fucking collars on you. Because I have a feeling that's going to be the next thing. We can all break balls about individuals wearing stormtrooper helmets and all that sort of shit. But now we got to fucking, nah. What a shit show. The Army now. I would love to drag all of you bastards back to when the Army was strong. It would be painful endeavor for you bag of dicks. No. We're just talking about these bag of dicks. Who like bag of dicks? Those are the only, that's the only person we're talking about, Michael. We're making an on-the-spot correction here for you. What if he was a private? Don't worry. There were sergeants involved, captains involved, probably privates involved in all this shit. Again, do what you fucking want on your fucking own time, but don't fucking put that shit on the fucking uniform. I don't even like looking at that uniform anyways now because of that shit. These are our fucking leaders, right? Now imagine these leaders right now that were fucking in charge of troops, that were in charge of fucking soldiers. What placed to that just totally scrambles a fucking soldier who's been conditioned. Who's been conditioned to know, hey, you're supposed to know right from wrong. You're supposed to say, there's a reason why AR 600-20 exists. There's other pictures that are out there that I would get zucked if we were to post it. That's why we didn't post. That's why I was only told, I will post that pic and we'll discuss it. Because any other pic that you want to look at on Instagram, guess what you're going to see? Worse. It's worse. So where do you not want to hold that line to? Do you want to talk about being a profession of arms? Do you want to talk about making... There had to have been, because I know more people that knew about it. I know. I have been told. No, he's retired. It's funny how, and I'm looking at the back and forth here of leave him alone. Let him do his own thing. What? Why are you kink shaming him? We're not kink shaming him. Okay, the guy retired. Okay, by the way, he retired. I don't want to hear that fucking shit then about General Flynn. If you're gonna fucking say some shit about that, about leaving him alone and shit that he would have done while he was on fucking active duty, and you want to bring him back out of fucking retirement, then leave General Flynn alone. That's as much as I can't stand him either, but I'm just saying. If you want to hold the officership up that way and say, leave him alone for wearing a fucking dog mask and uniform, and there's other pics that are showing him in uniform doing other stuff with Joes and junior enlisted soldiers and junior officers, leave him alone. But General Flynn, who's retired from the fucking military and does what his bullshit does with fucking QAnon and shit-talking QAnon and talking about his conspiracy theories and fucking what wazoo whatever, losing his shit. People want to bring him back out of retirement. Why? Or General Petraeus. General Petraeus did his time. I think he got busted. General Petraeus did get busted. He got busted when he did this shit, right? Told to retire. When he was doing this, could they have busted him too? To what point of moralistic values are you going to hold about this? General Petraeus was fucking around with some chick. He was fucking around with his biographer who was also a captain in the army. Blah, 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 blah. Go after him. Blah, 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 blah. Sound like Alex Jones there. Sorry. But Colonel Dog Masks, just leave him alone. You're hating. You're attacking the group. No, I'm not. I, as a retired NCO, I can say that, am conducting a uniform correction. I don't recall AR 670-1 or DA PAM 670-1 authorizing dog masks to wear. Again, individuals had to have known about this, but because they were afraid of pissing off specific groups, I'm probably going to lose followers for this, or probably going to get angry. Yes, I'm already seeing my phone blow up. Or why are you talking shit? Is this pre-recorded? Is this live? If you were thinking about it, you know what, Baconator? You're right. You're right. Baconator, you are 100% correct. If you really think about it, let me tell you what Baconator's account is. What he says. If you really think about it, psyop-wise, not psyops, psyop. There's no S in psyop, just psyop, okay? Imagine SEALs, that's where you add the S, SEALs, coming after you with a platoon of Marines wearing those masks. Somebody gets a Photoshop and Photoshop me some masks. God, chocolate. You know that fucking bothers me when I you read psyop shit. Psyops. At least it's not called fucking miso anymore, and there's still some asshats in the PO community that like to call it miso. Pysops, exactly. Which, by the way, pysops.com. You can get your merch there. Psyop.com stuff. Zip zap. Imagine a bunch of Marines wearing that mask, because we all know. And again, everyone's like, well, Marines do shit and Marines do this. There's a video out there of a Marine deep throwing a dildo. Everyone thought it was fucking funny, right? So there's my comment. I'm going to talk about this again on Sarge Time, because I'm going to get some hate mail for this. But I'm also going to talk about stolen valor tonight. I'm going to talk about stolen valor now. Stolen valor. I'm also going to talk about a Green Beret who got busted. Hang on, something's happening. Something's happening in the news. Oh, some shit happening about nuclear fusion and microfusion. Holy shit. Breaking news. Holy shit. Okay. It's going to get posted up. Let me talk about some of this stuff here. So our friends at Guardians of the Green Beret, these individuals are the ones that ensure that individuals who say they have served in the Special Forces community and have received benefit or some sort of compensation for their service in Special Forces, the 18 CMF, whether it been back in Vietnam or up to present, they are identified. And I was asked if I could post this and talk about this on WTF. Man, we need to have the boys come back. We need to have the guys come back. Guardians of the Green Beret have been on here before, so I think we need to get them back on here. They replicated the power of the sun. Yep, there you go. That's what it is. The fusion. Wouldn't that be some ultimate fucking irony? That somebody broke that? And AI and stuff like that? Because right now what individuals don't realize is that Chat GPT AI was also co-founded and assisted by Elon Musk. So imagine if they did this and Elon had something to do with that. Wouldn't that make everybody's heads explode? I like dumpster fires and the Tesseract, the Tokamak. Everyone's dropping their whatever. Anyways, so this is just a recently released Stolen Valor segment that we're doing. Anytime I get information and somebody wants me to talk about Stolen Valor, you know me, I will talk about it. I'll bring it up. This is Frank O. Webb. Frank O. Webb. Again, Guardians of the Green Beret, former and current Green Berets who find and investigate those who falsely claim to be a Green Beret. And they will never be outed 100% unless they have verified information. The Green Beret Foundation, of course, Special Forces Brothers, POW Network. We got to get these guys back on. Mom, get them back on. We got front desk. Get Guardians of Green Beret back on because it's been a minute since we shot the shit with these guys. Great group of guys. So anyway, Franco Webb, Green Beret, was sent to us a long back, but of course, individuals, it takes some work, it takes some time to do this. And this is out of Fayetteville. He was running for the mayor of Fayetteville, North Kakalaki. And in the article, he was claimed to be part of the 7th Special Forces Group. And then everyone, of course, asking and inquiring about him. Fast forward when he ran for, I'll just read right here. He ran for mayor a second time. And others, of course, if you can see the side right there. You see right there? How the hell are you going to? How the hell am I going to what? How the hell are you going to? What are you talking about? How the hell? That's a question. Which question are you asking to? Of course, waiting for records to come back. And the guys at the Guardians of the Green Beret have outed his, or I should say disproven his claims, not outed, that he served as an 18 Delta in 7th Special Forces Group. We need to get these guys to come back on. We need it. So anyways, so Franco Webb, he's not a Green Beret. Especially when the community in Vietnam, exactly that, the Ville, exactly that. You really got to be stupid to claim that you're SF if you're running for office in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So the boys over at the Guardians of the Green Beret decided, again, I got the notification to post this, to talk about it, and there we go. Stolen Valor. He is not a Green Beret. Can I turn? You want me to turn my mic up? I can turn my mic for you, Branko. There you go. I'm gonna peak my mic. Sorry if I'm talking too loud. There we go. So he's not a Green Beret. Could you imagine, dude? Lying that shit? Let me see. Here's his link. His LinkedIn account says he was a Master Sergeant Army. 85 through 2003 in November, 18 years. I also found a YouTube video of him being one. Let me see. Let's go ahead and go through some of this meow. See right here. Oh, hang on. Let's see.
He claimed to be a Special Forces medic, and then you can hear the phone call that we had with him immediately following that. All right, out here.
My name is Franco Webb. Been part of Fayetteville since I was 17 years old. Started off as a graduate at East Smith. Started off in the 82nd and 82nd Signal. Actually, I was a technician. I repaired communications equipment that we used to talk to each other, all around the world. And then I decided I wanted to go bigger and better things, and went to the other side of the fence, as they call it, and went to selection and did Q course and went to group. And when I went to group, I changed up and didn't stay as an echo, which is the technical side of it. I went Delta course, so Special Forces medic.
Now here's the phone call that we had with him, and you could hear him deny that he ever said that, and seemed confused as to how that could get on his LinkedIn and such. But beyond doubt, he's gone out of his way to pretend to be a Special Forces medic, and he never even attempted selection. After the video, don't forget to go to our website, guardiansofthegreenberet.com, and check out all we have on him, along with all the other fakes, frauds, and phonies that we've exposed over the years. Thanks. Out here.
Hello.
Hey, Franco, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Hey, this is Steve Anson from Guardians of the Green Beret.
Oh, hey, what's happening, man?
Not a thing. Hey, we were sent your name a couple months ago, and somebody said they heard you claiming to be a 7th Group 18 Delta.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, somebody was claiming to say that I was saying what?
That you were an 18 Delta in 7th Group.
I don't know where that came from, man.
Okay, because
what's this all about?
Well, I'm an investigator, and we run a website called Guardians of the Green Beret.
Okay.
We expose those claiming to be a Green Beret falsely. And when they sent us that, when you were running for mayor, we did a deep dive on the internet and saw a couple articles where you did indeed claim to be 7th Group, Special Forces, 18 Delta.
No, I was in Honduras, and was with 7th Group down there, but I wasn't in 7th Group.
Okay.
I'm not sure where this information is coming from, buddy, but
okay.
I don't know. I can't help you.
Who has access to your LinkedIn? Because your LinkedIn says 7th Group 18 Delta for, I think, 18 years, 1 month.
I need to take a look at that, because I sure as hell didn't put that on there. Well, if it's on there, I'll log in and remove it.
What about audio recording we have of you claiming you passed selection, went to group as a 18 Delta after you left 82nd as a radio repairman?
I have no idea what recording you're talking about.
Okay. You do agree that you served from December 6th, 85 to November 24th, 89 as a 29 Echo to Papa and never attempted selection nor the Q course.
Correct.
All right. We'll add that to the article because we have about 3 or 4 different articles and you in your own voice that shows you claim to be a Green Beret, including about 5 or 6 emails from individuals that claim to have heard you say that. So we always want to give you a chance to respond. We wanted to make sure you weren't misquoted or misunderstood, or you might want to change your LinkedIn, although we've already have it screenshot. And if you give me 2 seconds, let me get out of your records here. I'll tell you other places. Get up here, file. Oh, I already have it open. Here we go.
Actually, my ex-wife was the one that set my LinkedIn up.
Okay, well, there's various places you have that you were 7th Special Forces Group. I think you write that in your own words. It says written by candidate. where you claim to have been 7th group. Hang on. Record show. Hang on. No, that's your criminal record. There's Franco Webb served from 85 to 2005 in the Army, when indeed it was only 3 years. So that's false. There's one where
3 years, 1 month. It was 4 years. From 85 to 89, 4 years.
Well, I'm glad we have that on record, because we'll add that to the article. What's this? Written by Franco Webb. This is in Up and Coming Weekly, written by Franco Webb. That's not a typo. I served in the 82nd Airborne Division and 7th Special Forces Group. So that was written by you, and when we contact who runs this, they're going to confirm that you're the one that wrote it. The City View, here's another article. Mayor candidate Franco Webb has history of legal... Oh, that's more criminal crap. But, all right.
Yeah, that's when they attacked me when I was running.
Yeah, here's your LinkedIn. Army, November 85, November 2003, 18 years, 1 month. 18 Delta 7th Special Forces Group. So, and I have you on recording on a YouTube channel. On a YouTube channel with you speaking, claiming that you went Special Forces. So you're not misunderstood on that recording, brother. Can I get an apology and your promise to quit pretending to be a Green Beret and the removal of all Special Forces claims on your LinkedIn and on any website?
I'm looking on my LinkedIn now to get to it.
All right.
I'm just not sure where it's at.
Well, now, can we just have a come to Jesus moment and have you admit that you did pretend to be a Green Beret and that you'll agree to stop pretending to be a Green Beret? Because it's hard for you to say you didn't when I actually see you recorded, and we've already downloaded and saved the YouTube video, which will be in the article. It's extremely hard for you to unsay what came out of your mouth. And I would just like to get you to agree, hey, I'll quit pretending to be one of you guys. And we actually sent a guy into your bakery, and one of your employees said you were former SF. I know this isn't the phone call you wanted to hear, but it is what it is, and this is what we do, expose frauds.
Well, I definitely had no intention of defrauding anything.
Yeah.
You know, I worked with the guys down in Honduras, so for a lot of it was a misunderstanding, and maybe I wasn't clear when I said everything that I should say. And that is my fault, and I do apologize for that.
Yeah, okay. How do you misunderstand? I forget how you worded it. I think you're confusing CAG with Special Forces, because you said on this audio that we have of you, in your own face and voice, you say that you were 82nd and decided to go, I think you used the word other side of the fence, and went to selection and the Q course, but changed your MOS to 18 Delta, and you explained the 18 Echo is the technical MOS. I don't have the video right in front of me. I listened to it twice today, and I think you're confusing CAG and Special Forces, because that sentence you say is somewhat not in the actual words, but it's what somebody would say when they go CAG. It's
yeah,
not.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what CAG is.
Yeah. So can you admit that you did indeed pretend to be one of us? You can't not say it, because I have too many emails where you claim to be a Green Beret and a video of you saying it. So if you say you were misunderstood, that's yet another lie, my friend. And 2 news articles.
A Fayetteville for the people.
I
are busted.
I don't know what to say, man. I apologize.
Yeah.
Do what?
You're busted. Will you quit pretending to be one of us moving forward?
Yes, I will quit.
All right. Is there any
say another word about it?
Is there any chance you could send us an email that states that you'll quit pretending to be a Green Beret, and you probably should not have pretending to be a Green Beret, especially around Fort Bragg and Fayetteville. Holy cow. And we will add that to the article.
So you're still going to post the article even if I do this?
We have to. If the article's not posted, you would go back to being a Green Beret tomorrow. Okay?
No, not after our conversation, I wouldn't.
Well, too many people have. The only way to stop you is to post that, and next time you run for mayor, somebody will Google your name, and probably our article will be the very first one to pop up. So the best thing you could do is send us an email and just go full contrition and say, hey, I really screwed up. You know, I wanted to be a Green Beret, but I never even attempted it. I didn't even attempt selection.
All right.
Do you want our email?
Email?
Yeah, contact.
Yeah, can you text it to me?
Yeah, I'll text it to you right here. And you can check out our work at our website, guardiansofthegreenberet.com. I'll text you the email here in about 1 minute.
All right.
Hey, thanks for your professionalism out here.
Thank you for your service. Oh, man. Woo! There we go. Guardians of the Green Beret. Don't try it. Don't do it. The community is small enough in the SF, PSYOP, and civil affairs community that we will know if someone's posed or posing or being fake about it. Just be happy who you were. Just be, hey, I was in the Army at this time and I served that. What's wrong with that? You don't have to add shit. So there's no need for you to embellish it. Some individuals have some of the most badass fucking careers doing what they have done. I have family who have done badass stuff and they serve. None of them have embellished stuff. I'm proud of all my family members currently serving or are out, retired or whatever. I'm proud of their service, man. Not one of them embellished the stuff, but we also all know we would call bullshit on each other if we started lying about some stuff. Yeah, he was Gary, wasn't he? He was pretty fucking, woo, man. I should have been like, or was it Majewski who was lying, who was deep behind enemy lines loading pallets in Qatar. So there's that story right there. So I just figured that it's been a minute since we've had our friends Guardian of the Green Beret post some stuff and do a case like that. And I didn't know this individual was running for mayor in Fayetteville. So that's one of those things that I think needed to be brought to attention. It was brought to my attention, sent to me by an email. And of course, they were previous guests on. We need to have them come back. So, anyways, and there's another story here. We got another. Yeah, right, Holly. It's a special kind of stupid to do that shit. What was the Legacies Live? Yeah, we posted Legacies Live on the. If you go to the football, if you go to the Army Navy game posts, we posted them already. We posted their link. So if you go to the Saturday post of the tailgate event for the Army Navy game that was posted on Saturday, you can see that. But I'll drop it in the link again. Damn. Oh, do we have another spammer in there? Hang on. We're gonna spam. Is it banning time? Let's see who's going after, man. People going after freaking. Boy, let me know if they're spammers, man. Those spammers are all up in your shit, man. They're trying to drop. Don't click on them links. No matter how much hearts and love and kisses they send you, don't click that link. Let's see, where's another one at? Man, where is this coming from? I'm seeing all these other there we are. I see ya. Linda Stevens, congratulations. You're gonna get banned from U.S. Army WTF Moments. See ya. If you only knew the power of the dark side. So there you go. Don't be talking to the fans. Hi, kindly inbox me or send me a friend request. I have something good for you. Hearts and hearts and hearts. Man, fuck that. So anyways, what was the next story we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about a Green Beret, another Green Beret. This is an actual Green Beret who is on 2.8 million bond for kidnapping, rape, and charges in Cumberland County. Sergeant First Class Christopher Looney of Cameron was arrested on Monday at the Cumberland County Detention Center, and he has been charged with kidnapping and statutory rape. First-degree statutory rape of a child, second-degree minor, second-degree exploitation of a child, soliciting minor by computer, indecent liberties with a child, and soliciting prostitution. And again, I was asked to address this and post, and you best believe I'm going to post that shit. So there he is. That's the individual that got busted. This individual who was Bragg and Hood. Yeah, exactly that. Bragg and Hood are always competing with each other. Now, of course, this does not reflect the soldiers and the leaders of 1st Special Forces Command or his organization that he's part of. I'm pretty sure there is a lot of individuals that would have beat his ass. Exactly that, Holly. Target practice. That would have, when the community actually, again, the Special Forces community asked me to highlight this individual and talk about Guardians of the Green Beret and all that shit. So there you go. Yeah, Fort Hood holds the crown. Crown of what? But anyways, what else were we going to talk about? There was something else that I was going to talk about that just broke. The dude that ran. Who's that dude that ran that fucking where is he at? That dude that crypto guy. That crypto guy got arrested in the Bahamas. What was his name? Let me find it. Where is he at? Somebody sent me I gotta find the link anyways. So anyways, he was arrested in the Bahamas. He was that guy that bilked millions, billions probably. He's what? Sam, he's freed? Whoa, wait, what happened? Whoa, that was quick. Whoa, somebody's talking about he was freed. What do you mean he was freed? No, I'm trying to find the guy. That sucks. Let's see if I can just go ahead. That's his name. Sam Backman was his name? Okay. Bankman, you mean? I don't recall it being. He was just arrested. This is as of 3 hours ago. He was arrested in the Bahamas. He's the guy, the SBF, the former CEO of FTX. He was arrested upon following a receipt of formal notification from the United States and has filed criminal charges. Vaya con Dios, SA. I hope they got a freaking camera on your fucking cell. So he's been arrested. Everyone says he's freed. You got any proof? Is he freed for real? It doesn't look like to me. It says, as of 34 minutes ago, the AP has said that the former CEO of failed cryptocurrency firm FTX, Sam Bankman Fried, or Fried, is it Fried? I know pronouncing it correctly in German, it's Fried. If some people like to say fried, so I don't know, it's pretty weird. Has been arrested in the Bahamas at the request of U.S. government. So the U.S. government was already watching his ass. He's the guy that said, hey, I can't make it. I'll fucking testify before Congress because I'll be in the Bahamas. So where is this guy? I'm trying to get a good picture of this guy. Because I want the, here's the link right here. There we go. That's the dude. Bernie Madoff's nephew. Yep, exactly. Exactly. So, anywho, I think that's it. I think that covered it up. I think that was one of the things I was going to talk about. That right there, that was just breaking news. A lot of stuff is breaking right now. Yeah, I trust him with my life. Yeah, exactly not. I better hope those cameras work, dude, because you're fitting to get Epstein. So Sam Bankman Fried, didn't kill himself. Is that what we're saying? Is that the new one? That's his name. Yeah, I know. I was corrected because it was the. I had to double check because I was looking at it and I couldn't find it. So there you go. So the former CEO, by the way, has hired the same attorney that defended Ghislaine Maxwell and El Chapo. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Hasta la vista. You fitting to go out. Yeah, that's why I hardly watch the news myself, man. There's so much other news and stuff like that. And of course, this is sort of the end of the holidays. This is some of the big shit. So aside from, Elon Musk fucking losing, everyone freaking out because of what he's doing with the new stuff. Let's see. So yeah, he's arrested in the Bahamas. It's all breaking right now. Arrested the Bahamas. He was the one that earlier said, hey, I don't want to testify because I'll be in the Bahamas. Must be nice. Oh, those two both in prison because that lawyer doesn't have a good track record. Yeah, they're both in prison. So, anywho. All right, well, I think that's it. So tomorrow we have a Pop Culture Warrior, and then Wednesday is going to be no show. Thursday we have Sergeant's Time, and Friday Night Freedom. These are the last 3 shows that we're going to have, and then we're going to go on our vacation, the station holiday break. The station will be around, probably posting videos, memes, and stuff like that. Maybe a little quick, little live stuff, but we won't be broadcasting live. So the station's going to be closed for maintenance as well because there's going to be some web stuff and infrastructure stuff that are happening. So I'm excited. Getting a lot of work done. Been busy. 2023, I think, is going to be a good year because there's so many stuff going on. There's so much whiteboard stuff on the whiteboard that's going to be awesome. So I just like staring at the trees in the middle of nowhere. You know, brothers, sometimes I do the same thing too. Sometimes I just like to drive along, look at the pastures, and I'll pull over and I'll just stop by and look at the cows, man. Share, like, and follow on all of the platforms. So currently we're broadcasting live on Twitter. We're broadcasting live on 2 Facebook pages, U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, YouTube, and Twitch. We're figuring out how to get on the Insta Live. There's rumors out there that you could get on. We're working the tech. I know our R&D section is always looking at the new way to bring you guys and gals the best and earliest. I'm tell you what. That pregame tailgate show for the Army Navy game would not have happened. So, unless of course go to WTFNationRadio.com. We have a Discord in there as well, so we might play around it. You might see us playing around in that. That'll be pretty fun too. Trying to get videos up, trying to get the bots up. We're trying to get the chat bots, trying to get the video bots. A lot of shit that we're trying to do. This will give us time to go through some other stuff. And I can't wait. But again, make sure you tune in to Pop Culture Warrior tomorrow. Make sure you tune in to Sergeant's Time on Thursday. And, of course, tune in to Friday Night Freedom with Constant Pookie. Thursday with myself for Sergeant's Time. And then, of course, Michael Carrasquillo, also known as the Pop Culture Warrior, with, of course, the voice of the unpop cultured radar tomorrow. So with that, y'all have a good night. Shots. Epstein didn't kill himself.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
A horse who's scared of horses. In 5 minutes.
Сьогодні ти знову написала, що тобі страшно. І я знову попрошу. Ні, сьогодні я накажу відставити боятись. Погладь за мене бармале і спокійно лягай спати. До речі, як там Русі в школі? Скажи тату берегти серце і обійняти маму. І взагалі, давайте усміхатися. вашій силі краса. Допомагайте один одному і виручайте. Цілуйте любимих. Святкуйте свою свободу. Ви за нашими спинами, ось такі теж надійні, не ховаєтеся, прикриваєте нас із тилу. Зробіть так, щоб ми пишалися вами. І ми повернемось. Повернемось і будемо жити.